Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You join us in a slightly budget hotel just outside Calais. We've made it here in the Lotus after a stressful drive yesterday. Traffic on the M25, M40 and so on meant that we just about made our booking time. We've currently parked next to a Toyota Supra, which is quite cool. Do apologise for the water on the shirt. Lotus have put a spoiler right in the way of the boot, so as you're trying to lean in, you get all the condensation on your shirt. Car's holding up all right. We have lost a wheel centre on the driver's side, which is a bit depressing, makes the car look a bit scruffy. We've got about a 2.5 hour drive now down to Compiègne to meet my cousin and explore a medieval town, so you'll join us there. What have you got there, sir?
I've got yesterday's Pain au chocolat, which they open up, put almond paste in it, and then recook it.
Oh,
awesome.
Look at that. And then what have you got?
Jet flamande.
Which is?
I don't know, some custard chocolate chip pastry thing.
Fantastic. Well, good evening, everyone. We've made it to our rest stop in Germany. We're in a small village called Gernsbach, just across the border from Strasbourg. It's lovely here. The town is, or the village is so idyllic. There's a lovely river that runs right through. You've got the mountains and the hills with the Black Forest all across the sides. We're actually staying in a converted prison, so our rooms are old prison cells, which is very cool. You just hear there's a Maserati that's been driving around making a right racket this evening, and it sounds awesome. Yeah, tricky day today on the road. The aircon in the Lotus is struggling to keep up with the heat wave. You know, it's 35 degrees driving down from our morning stop in Compiègne. Those of you who have watched my MX-5 video might recognise that car, as it belongs to my cousin, so we met up with him. It's cool to get the cars together. And yeah, long day on the road, very hot, very sweaty. Ambient temps in the car were nearing 40 degrees. Yeah, got through a lot of water and it still wasn't enough. A little bit sunburnt on the arms too, so yeah, really tricky day on the road. Even had to take a short respite for a little sleep, so Hebe very kindly is cooking us some dinner. We've got a tomato and sausage pasta, and tomorrow's plan is to head out to the Porsche Museum, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Those of you who saw the video on the Porsche event at Bewley will know that I'm a bit of a Porsche fan as well as a Lotus fan, so yeah, we'll go to the Porsche Museum, bit of a B&B tour, because this place is really cool and it's huge. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Oh man. That's cool, 964. Right, can I go?
Yeah.
Okay peeps, time for an Autobahn run. That's 100.
Wait, did you get the de-restricted sign? Where'd you get up to?
135,
What's the top speed of this car?
like 140. Woohoo! Holy shit. Oh, that's quite exciting. It definitely drops off an absolute cliff once you get past 120. It's like you hit a brick wall with the aero and it just... nothing. Wow. That's exciting. Made it to Zuffenhausen, the Porsche Museum, and they've got this epic monument in the centre. There she is. So yeah, looking forward to getting inside. I'm very excited. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the heart of Porsche. We're here in Zuffenhausen. We've made it. Behind us is the Porsche monument. We're here to see the world famous Porsche Museum. This building is gorgeous. They've got loads of cool cars outside. When we turned up, there was a 992.2 GT3. Behind us, you can see the big bridge. So we've got a body shop over there, and that big bridge has a conveyor belt inside to take the cars across from the body shop to the assembly line. So on the building closest to us is the 911 and 718 assembly lines, and then on the far side of this building is the 911 production line, and then somewhere beyond here is the Taycan production line. So I'm very, very excited for this. I'm gonna be like a kid in a candy shop. We've made it inside the Porsche Museum, and behind me is the original 356. So the 356 NR1. It was Ferry Porsche's first prototype. It was the first car to adorn the Porsche name, and it is achingly gorgeous. Those of you who saw our video from Bewley will know that we had a 356 pre-A there. This is even more simple and sleek, and if we come round, we also have the 3562 Coupe, which is the number one, but in a coupe style. just looks like the bodywork's been melted on, and it is so pretty. So after a quick whistle-stop tour of the 50s and completely skipping the 60s, even though the original 901 prototype is back there, we've got a 906 Carrera 6 here. This particular one was used for a documentary at the Nürburgring, hence the TV stickers. But we want to get on to the 70s, as the 70s is really where Porsche started to make its mark in sports car racing. So, we've got a 917 Longtail in Martini livery from 1970. Then we got a 917K from 1971. You can tell because it has the vertical stabilisers. Got a 2.7 RS here, Carrera RSR, and then past that we have the famous 917-20, also known as the Pink Pig, with its really cool, all the cuts of meat on the top. Just casual 3 litre RSR. We've got a 917-10, one of the famous Can-Am cars, so that's got the same 5 litre flat 12 as the 917s back there, but it has 2 turbochargers on, makes circa 1000 horsepower. We come even further up, we have the 935 Moby Dick, famous for winning Le Mans, and also brought the whale tail design to Porsche. The car actually ends about here, and all of this is just aero. It's got this really tiny wing with these really cool adjusters. And then we have this awesome colour. It's a G-Series turbo, and it's in silver green diamond, and it is mega. And we can't really ignore the upside down Porsche 956, famous for winning pretty much every Le Mans in the 80s, sorry. And it was a ground effect car, and the reason it's upside down is because it had enough downforce in theory to stick itself to the ceiling, so that's where they've left it. So we come over to the corner with all the 911 GT1s. Now they don't actually have a pre-Evo car, but the first car we have is a GT1 Evo, which is this one raced in the American Le Mans series. And if we come round, we have the famous 911 GT1 98 version, so the one that became a completely bespoke race car. So we have the street car, or the Strassen version, which outrageously you can use on the road. There's a cool Top Gear article about driving one of these on the road. And then you have the actual racing variant, which won at Le Mans in 1998, sorry. This particular car was not the car that won Le Mans. That one was driven by Alan McNish and so on, but yeah, outrageous to see, still covered in rubber and cracks from the race. Sally. So, come along, got a 997 GT2. This one is the 3.6, not the RS, but if we come round even further, we have a 911 Turbo S safety car from the World Endurance Championship. Then we have a 981 Cayman GT4 in racing yellow, same car that my father has. Got a 918 here in full safety car spec. Got a 911R, probably the peak of the 991.1 range. Achingly gorgeous, lovely houndstooth interior. But again, we know the green stickers are better. Love the wheel design on these as well. And then the 919 hybrid that won Le Mans in 2016. I was there. I remember when Toyota number 5 broke down with 1 lap to go, and this took the lead on the last lap. I have photos somewhere which I'll dig out of this car crossing the line in first place. So next to me is a car that I feel like the world needs to hear about. This is the 914S. Now traditionally a 914 either came with a flat 4 or the 914-6, which had a flat 6 in. Traditionally they also are a Targa top. But this particular one has got a flat 8 that's been grafted in the back, and to deal with the extra power, they've also given it a welded hardtop. It's got a nice herringbone interior, and it was given to Ferry Porsche as a 60th birthday present. And there's only 2 of these that were ever made, and it's just lovely. Could do with being a better colour than silver. also there? Can you see the whole car?
No idea, I can't see.
Right, we left the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart some hours ago for a few hours in the sweat box and another go down some de-restricted Autobahn. We're now we've made our way across to Freudenstadt to pick up a road called the B500, also known as the Schwarzwaldstrasse or the Black Forest Road. So we're going to see what this is all about. It's supposed to be 40 odd kilometres. So far we're not off to a great start. We're stuck at 70 kilometres an hour. It can't all be like this, can it? Oh. We've now got to do a scary 50 kilometres an hour, but check out the view! Wow! I mean, that is gorgeous. Back up to 70. Oh, we're a bit over. So we've got another bridge in 500 metres. Oh, tight right-hander. A bit further on we ended up stopping at the Berg Hotel Mummelsee for the most amazing view in the viewpoint car park. Well, good morning everybody. It is currently coming up to 10:30 on Monday. Yesterday was really good. We ended up going to Stuttgart and Zuffenhausen to visit the Porsche Museum, which I've always wanted to do. And I really enjoyed it. The museum is a lot smaller than you think. There's 3 stories, but they have some really interesting cars in there that are special to the Porsche brand. Highlights being the 911 GT1, the 917 collection. They have the pink pig in there, the 917-20, that's very cool. And then they had a 914S, which I really liked. The original turbo, the list goes on. Obviously you would have seen that previously in the video. And then we ended up going to do the B500 or the Schwarzwaldstrasse, the Black Forest Road. Now the road itself is a huge letdown for driving pleasure. There's almost no bits where you can go above 70 kilometers an hour. The back half of the road, if you're heading towards Baden-Baden, is all 50, so it's just a complete write-off. But at the top, where the hotel is, there is the most gorgeous view. And that was very special. Yesterday there was almost no haze, no cloud in the sky. It was 30 degrees. It was absolutely gorgeous, and we got very lucky. It's got some really cool photos of the car up there. The plan for today is to leave the hotel, so we'll do a quick apartment tour, show you where we're staying, and then we're heading up to Spa-Francorchamps, getting set up and nestled in for the Spa 24 hours. We are heading up through Luxembourg. There's a road that we want to try in Luxembourg to see what that's about, but before we leave our beautiful converted prison here in wherever we are, Grunsbach, something like that. we need to go and get some ice cream, as it's been roasted hot and we've missed out on every time. So we're going to head down the road to the ice cream parlour. So we'll start our next leg over there. Ta-da! So we've come down to the ice cream parlour. Which one did you get?
I went for mango.
So we've got a mango, and then I went for a tiramisu one. Did try and get them in separate pots, but
The ordering went wrong.
the chairman's not the smoothest, so we got them in one pot, but it was okay. This reasonably large pot of ice cream was €3.20, so hopefully it's worth €3.20. And try it.
Mango first. That tastes good.
And some tiramisu. Whoa,
Is it good? I want to try some.
that's got a lot of coffee in it. That's gorgeous. We're
Yeah.
at Rizzanardi's Ice Cafe. You can see over there. So if ever you're in Gernsbach and fancy some nice gelato type ice cream, then yeah, come to Rizzanardi's Cafe. So we're going to do a quick apartment tour. So we come up the concrete stairs to the door, and then we're greeted with a big dining room. Around to the right we have a big living room space with a fireplace, TV and a nice couch, and a lovely grandfather clock. And then in here is the bathroom. And in here, you've got a big shower, washing machine and tumble dryer. Huge space, absolutely massive. And then, yeah, got ironing board and stuff in the corner should you need it. And we head back towards the dining room area. So being an old prison, all of the rooms are cell blocks. So you can see this is cell number 2. And inside cell number 2 is a full kitchen. So we've got sink, washing machine or dishwasher in here, got an oven, full stove, got all the crockery and seasoning in there. You can even see some of the old carvings from some of the prisoners that used to be here, you know, dated 1901. Got a full fridge freezer unit as well. Back out, this random statue head. And then cell number 3, this is bedroom number 1. They have kept, which I think is very cool, all of the old prison features. So the door, still an old prison door, it's got names scribed into it, it's got the little peephole, it's got the hatch that they used to post things through, and then you've got another hatch there that they also used to post things through, which you can see down there. And then there's a second room in here, and then we have this lovely patio area outside with deck chairs and a lovely little swing. This gorgeous garden, and one of my favourite features apart from the swing, an outdoor shower, which is cool, and then have this gorgeous view of the church. Yeah, that's where we're staying. It was, how much did we pay?
70 or 80 quid a night? No, it's not.
It was like €130.
Yeah.
130 euros a night. So yeah, 130 euros a night for this place. Would recommend. It's very, very nice. It's in an easy to find location. There's parking. They've got a yard if you need secure parking. Supermarket's close. There's an ice cream parlour down the road. Yeah, would recommend. This is the face of people who are bored of being stuck in standstill traffic, trying to make their way to Luxembourg. and the lorry next to us has ruined brakes on the trailer unit. It looks like there might be a lane closure and we have to move over. Into Luxembourg, and it's now all the signs are back in French. It's like we've literally crossed the border and everything's changed. It looks totally different, but we do have another tunnel, which is quite nice, and it's 90. Oh, nice little pop. Okay, we have just got onto the start of National Route 25 in Luxembourg, so see what she's got to offer. Just hold on to them. Well, looking at the map, there's not much left of it. We've now got some roadworks, but that road is awesome.
Hidden gem.
That is absolutely awesome. If you're ever in Luxembourg, come to this road. This is what the Black Forest Road should have been. That was mega. Mega, mega, mega. Hello everyone, we've made it to our hotel that we're staying at for the spa 24 hours. The car is parked nicely out front. This is the Hotel Pitlane Walk. I think I said that okay. It's a motorsport inspired hotel run by a guy called Regis. It's not the greatest establishment, but Lacom is a white Supra that drove past. Could even be the one that we found at the start of the holiday. Lacom is 800 metres up the road, so they're doing a bronze driver test at the moment, so we're going to head over there and see what the crack is. Well, we've made it to Spa. It is a mega circuit. The views from the top up by Lacom are fantastic. We're just walking down to Eau Rouge, Radillon. You hear the cars in the background. They're playing this really annoying music on the speakers, but I'm excited to be here. We're here for the bronze driver test session. There's about 20-ish cars going around at the moment. Oh, it's going to be a good week. After leaving the circuit, we went to go find some dinner in Spa, and we ended up finding a lovely little restaurant. I obviously had some pasta and Hebe had a burger. And then the next day we had some neighbours who came in an immaculate S2000, and then we took the car up to Lacom to watch the cars for a bit before heading into town.
What are you eating?
It's cream, some like cream cake with meringue and fruit.
Van droog naar nat, waar het een werk is geworden aan de afstelling van auto's uit 10. Er zijn er nog twee, hè? Eentje is net binnengereden, we willen met de 32.
Hello everyone, you join us from the paddock of Spa. It's been a pretty grim day so far. This is day 3. It's the only day that rain is due, but we have been absolutely soaked through, just about drying off now. The GT2 cars are currently out for qualifying, but really we're looking forward to the late qualifying and the night practice later on. So come with us as we show you the sights and sounds from the paddock. hotel after a long day at the track. We were at the top of Eau Rouge for most of qualifying, so the Mercedes crash, the Audi spin, we got to see all of that live, which was exciting but scary at the same time. Glad the driver of the Mercedes is okay. And got the most gorgeous sunset as well during the red flag period, which was really special. And then we met up with my friend who's working here, and we took him round up to Lake Comas and down the Kemmel Straight just to watch the cars running at night. They're just so cool, you know, blowing flames on ignition cuts, glowing brake discs and all sorts. So there is a track walk tonight, but there's also another one tomorrow, so we're going to do the one tomorrow because it's currently midnight. Night practice is still going, but we've come back to the hotel because it's getting exhausting. You might even be able to hear them still doing laps. So enjoy this footage, and yeah, we'll catch up with you tomorrow. So you join us here in the paddock once again. Just wrapped up the Super Pole session. There was a nasty red flag. 34 Aston Martin crashed it down at Piff Paff. Driver is okay, which is all good, but the car looks like it won't be ready in time, so we'll have to see if they can make it for the race. Congratulations to McLaren and the Garage 59 boys, who are just over there for snagging a pole position with Marvin Kirchhofer at the wheel. And Dries van Thor at the WRT stand just over there, narrowly missed out. So yeah, it's a good session, so we're just going to mince about for a bit and wait for the warm-up and the grid walk, or pit walk. Right, ladies and gents, you join us for the night pit walk and track walk. We're currently outside Team Lion Speed GP. As you can see, there is just droves of people, which obviously we hate, but we appreciate that they have to also be here to enjoy it. So we're going to walk down the pit lane, head up to Eau Rouge, and yeah, walk this hallowed circuit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to Eau Rouge, and it is just utter chaos. There is music, there is people dancing, people who are pissed. I mean, this part of the track is insane. The elevation change is just crazy. It's a massive gradient. But yeah, it's just one big party. These lads have had a confetti cannon going off. There's been up-tempo being blasted. There's drunk people dancing and stuff. It's just, yeah, one big happy family. I mean, we'd all like it if the crowd was a bit thinner, but there we are. I mean, spin round and look where we are. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Well, that is it. We're at the end of Friday, day 4. We're already knackered and the race hasn't started. It's been a good day. Qualifying was good. Happy for McLaren, like we said before, but shame we didn't see Porsche top the timetables. Yeah, race predictions for tomorrow. I'm hoping, well, not predictions, but wishful thinking. I'm hoping that the Lion Speed GP car or one of the Dynamic Motorsport Porsches of Matteo Jaminet, Matt Campbell and so on can score a win, but McLaren and BMW are looking very strong. My other half behind the camera here is cheering on the Garage 59 McLaren, so, you know, hats off to them for getting pole position. But it's a 24-hour race, so we've got a long way to go. So it's been a good day. Get back, get some shut-eye, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more Spa action.
Vous avez la direction court cercle et vous avez à côté une petite salle où vous avez plusieurs personnes avec des écrans partout, des caméras qui sont
sur ces Crowdstrike, 24 heures de Spa. Fameux applaudissements de la foule, c'est parti. Ça repart, mais là on va perdre beaucoup de
You're happy?
Yes.
2 in the morning, and we're making the voyage back to the track a tiny bit later than I wanted, but you know, I've got someone else with me, so got a case for that. So yeah, let's go watch some cars running at night time. Very excited.
Monsieur François Cornelis, allez-y. Mirko Bortolotti, Jordan Pepper, Luca Engschler. Voilà les photos officielles, le podium officiel des Crowdstrike 24 Hours 2025.
Well, we've come and stopped at a service station in Belgium. We left the hotel this morning. On our way back, the reality is setting in that the holiday is now over. So yeah, a bit sad. Props to Reggie and the Hotel Plantvent. The It was very nice. He was very welcoming, very helpful, and yeah, just had a good experience all around. We'll drop obviously a little pin on the map so you can go and find it for yourself. So now it's just how long have we got until we get back?
2.5 hours until the Channel Tunnel.
2.5 hour slog to the Eurotunnel with a quick stop at a Carrefour to find some French comestibles, which she's very excited for.
I'm getting my Brett Moutard et Mille crisps.
Which are apparently game changing, so we'll have to let you know. How did you get on with experience? How did you get on finding the crisps?
Pomme de terre is no. Meh. No crisps.
She's sad.